No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. On the run from inside his own 5. So Florida's offense takes the field. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Gators ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Brings up second down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter, because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Flips it out on the screen. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Grab in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And as he throws, and they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Beck. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Dropping back, it's flagged away. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Few teams improved over the 2nd half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Bauman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Hurricanes are marching down the field. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
It's complete to the left.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Beck. The screen. He can go. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The play action fake. And the quick shuffle pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires one high and deep. And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for room, it's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The Gators decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Got his man in the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's back. And his throw is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Livingston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Ball. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's back. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Canes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's back. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. This time it's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive.
He'll take a shot. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Using his feet. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hands it
off.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass, it's back. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got his man. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's back. Punts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A third down try for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Gators will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Running to Green. 2nd and long. Off play action. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of runs.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The RPO, it's complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Ball. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds space on the right. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Running to the left. Got a little space. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
3rd down coming.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. the Gators sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to trying to get behind the defense. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
To throw, it's back. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
At the 18. It's third down.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dropping back, it's back. Looking downfield. Got a man, it's Fletcher. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little far.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw its flag way. Complete to the left. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds a single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, if those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense.
Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back to throw. It's back. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Miami, 46
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Going to sling it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Works the middle of the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Right on the money. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Working that left side now. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing yards.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. And that is how we will wrap this one up.